Hey, thanks for joining us today. Live Music Nation Podcast Festival Edition. Today we are with Sherry Kremer. She is with ArtSpark Productions, multiple productions throughout the year. Today we're talking about the Shelbyville Fall and Art Festival. Thanks for joining us, Sherry. Give us a little background on you. Where'd you grow up? Talk a little bit about your family and your career.
Okay, well, I've always lived in Louisville, Kentucky. I was born here, and I stayed here, and I worked for the Shelby County Tourism, or I'm sorry, the Kentucky Venues Tourism for over 25 years.
Okay.
I retired a little early a couple of years ago, and I started my own production company. So I produce art and craft festivals around the region, and now we're getting into doing some music.
Okay.
So there's a Luke Bryan concert on his farm tour that's coming through Shelbyville this year.
Nice.
So we're working with the farm, Mulberry Farm, to work with them on having a place for all these people to stay. So it's going to be quite an interesting year.
All right. So let's jump into the art festival. For those of people that have never been to Shelbyville for this particular event, I asked these three questions. What does it look like? What does it smell like? And what does it sound like?
Okay. Well, last year we had over 108 vendors
Okay.
and food trucks. Um, Most 95% are handmade only.
Hmm.
And we do have music. We
Okay.
have people that on different sides of the venue.
Mhm.
Just one person singing on a guitar or a keyboard. I've got one fellow that does a ukulele, and so that people can get a different mix of music throughout the venue.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
it's a very family friendly, dog friendly event. We encourage to bring dogs. We have a lot of dog central type vendors that make anything from leashes to little bow ties for their collars. We've got dog sitters, dog trainers, that type of thing. We also have a petting zoo for the kids, the face painters. So and the smells are great because we have a
Yes.
variety of food trucks.
There you go. There you go. That's what we're always looking about. What talk about the importance of this event for you.
The reason why I got into this is my daughters are very artistic. And they were doing shows back when they were younger and before they started the family. And I was helping them out. And I noticed that some of the producers were taking advantage of the artisan by charging exorbitant fees on their booth
Hmm.
space. Um, Not very helpful with advertising the event. And pretty much they were left on their own devices to set up and tear down. So I decided way back then, if I ever had an opportunity to create something like a festival, I was going to make sure that people have help moving in. People are offered water during the day if they need a booth sitter to take a break. We do a lot of advertising.
Mm.
In fact, I was working on that now before we met. So we do a lot of Facebook ads, and we hashtag a lot of organizations and cities and neighborhoods around the region to get their art out there. So
Okay. All right. And this particular event is a benefit for who?
it's benefited the Shelby County Animal Rescue, and also we share some of the money with some of the lesser known shelters that don't have quite a lot of name for them. There are only one or two people working with these rescues, and they need some help too. So I've got,
Yeah.
is it a Great Pyrenees, very large dogs,
Hmm.
and of course, the food and the medical that go into taking care of these rescues is quite exorbitant. So we give that rescue a little bit of money and help take care of those. And then we also have a cat rescue. It's like a snip clinic because, as you know, in area farms, a cat works is just as hard as most animals. So they keep
Yeah.
the barns clean and everything. So what they do is they capture these cats, they spade or neuter them, and then they release them back into the farms.
Oh, very good.
So they need some money too. So
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Talk about a little bit about just your involvement. How long have you been doing this, and talk about the rewards that you see from it.
well, one of the greatest things that I really didn't anticipate is that when you come up with an idea from nothing, because Shelby County didn't have a lot of art festivals going on. And I had gotten with the venue, the Shelby County A&M Association, and they have a beautiful fairgrounds there. And we've worked with them. In fact, I've just become a member of their board. So I'm very excited to be involved with them. And we're creating these events that was just an idea just a couple of years ago, and now it's just become this large, beautiful, exciting weekend and Labor Day weekends.
Okay,
It's
very
very
good, very
exciting.
good. Yeah, absolutely. Because you are doing art and a lot of vendors with that, are you familiar with some success stories? Some artists who really were able to get their name out there and sell their product to their clients.
Yes. Yes, I have worked with several of them for um Allie Bakes. She is a baker, phenomenal baker that
Mm.
came to my art show. I was her first show. And her she does custom wedding cakes and you know the smash cakes, and she makes these enormous cinnamon rolls, and she can no longer come back to my shows because she's doing 2 or 3 weddings every weekend, and that was in a 3-year time span
Oh wow,
that her
that's
name has gotten
fantastic.
out there.
No,
And
that's fantastic.
yeah, and I have another one. Her name is Brandy with Paradise Bags by Brandy. She makes these phenomenal bags. She custom makes the leather, and it's such high quality. She does like bags and purses and little wallets. And she is starting into the more higher end
Hmm.
shows that we have here in Louisville. We just had the Cherokee Triangle Art Festival that had 200 booths. It's a 60 euro show.
Oh
It's
wow.
phenomenal. And I'm trying to talk her into going into St. James, which is another wonderful festival here in Louisville in September, because I really do think that, you know, she needs to spread her wings because she is
Yeah,
such a talented artist.
that's fantastic that you get to be a part of boosting that for them. Absolutely. All right, Sherry, because I am in live music and live entertainment, I always ask these two questions. Question number one, uh, best concert you've ever seen your entire life, Sherry, who would you say?
I would say 4 years ago, Paul McCartney.
Oh man, perfect. I've heard that name 3 times in the past month. That guy
Yes.
must be phenomenal. Okay, dead or alive, you could bring one musical act to any of your Art Spark productions, knowing that you're giving back to your community. Who would you bring? Dead or alive, money's not an issue.
Elvis.
Elvis, that'd be perfect in your area for sure.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right, Sherry, this is a segment of the show. I've been selfish for the past 10 minutes and I've been asking you questions. We're going to let you ask me a question. What question would you ask me?
Okay, what made you decide to get into doing podcasts?
Oh man, COVID. COVID. We saw so many different venues either shutting down and closing the doors forever, or we saw some venues pivoting and complying with their local guidelines and still thriving in different ways. And we wanted to take those success stories and share them with other venues across the nation. And so we did that. And then after COVID, when everything opened back up, a lot of new places were discovered and places that I didn't know about, venues, festivals, and I wanted to share those with other people. And that's how it came about.
Oh, this is just amazing. I'm just so excited to be a part of your podcast today, and I really appreciate you reaching out to me.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. How do people get in touch with you, Sherry?
Yes, they can email me at info@ArtSpark Productions,
Okay.
or they could go to our website, www.artsparkproductions.com. I just posted on my Christmas shows last night,
Awesome.
so they are now open. And we love having brand new artisans come on board. We kind of coddle them and make sure they have a very exciting and and profitable experience.
Yeah.
And we bring them through and show them what to look for and what to not to look for in other shows, not just
Yeah.
mine.
Absolutely.
So, it's
Absolutely.
very
All right,
exciting.
guys, check it out. Shelbyville, ArtSpark Productions and the Fall Festival. Thanks, guys, for being on.
Thank you so much. You have a
You
good
bet.
day.
Well, baby,